Good morning, young explorers, and welcome to today's Ocean Explainer. Picture this. It's 6 a.m., the cool sea breeze is blowing, and the tide has rolled way out, revealing this magical, wet, sandy world just waiting for us. Today, we're going on a beach treasure hunt.
So are you ready for a real treasure hunt? Today, we're using our super fun 3-step survival guide to finding hidden clams and mussels. We've gathered the absolute best tips so you can confidently step out onto that massive beach and know exactly what to do. Let's get right into it. Step 1. Know your target.
Okay, so if you want to find clams, you've got to head out to the wide, flat, sandy beaches. I mean, these guys are the absolute champions of hide and seek. They literally dig themselves deep into the wet sand to hide from us. But mussels? Completely different story. Forget the sand. They demand sturdy, rocky coastal reefs to grab onto when those big, crashing waves hit. They actually like to cling tightly together in huge, crowded neighborhoods so they don't wash away.
Moving right along to step 2, safe and gentle harvesting.
Now, for our hide-and-seek champion clams, you really need a gentle touch. First up, use your eagle eyes to look for tiny breathing holes popping up in the wet sand. Second, gently scrape the surface with your bare hands or just a tiny little rake. Imagine you're just gently brushing crumbs off a table. Third, lift the clam out smoothly. And remember, this is absolutely crucial. No heavy machinery or big shovels. Bringing a massive shovel completely ruins the fragile homes of all the other sea creatures living right beneath your feet, and we definitely don't want to do that.
Now mussels, on the other hand, they have this super cool secret weapon called byssal threads. Think of these like biological seatbelts. Because they live on super slippery rocks, getting pounded by crashing waves, they actually make these incredibly strong silk threads to tie themselves firmly to the reef. It's exactly what keeps their crowded neighborhoods perfectly anchored against the ocean.
Because mussels hold on so incredibly tight, you've got to be patient. Wiggle one loose gently by hand. Or, here's a pro tip for you. Have an adult use a small knife to carefully cut those threads instead of pulling super hard. And listen closely to this part. Never, ever smash those ancient rock reefs with a hammer. Please, don't destroy a million-year-old reef that houses countless sea creatures just for one breakfast.
Which brings us to our golden ecological explorer code. Catch large, release small. You know, the ocean gives us wonderful food, but it's our job to protect it. If you find little baby clams or mussels, just gently put them back. This makes sure the little ones can grow up, have babies of their own, and do their very important job of filtering the ocean water, keeping it perfectly clean for future explorers.
All right, here we go with step 3, packing your magic bag.
To be a successful explorer, you need the ultimate checklist. First, wear old clothes or a swimsuit because, trust me, you are going to get muddy. You'll need a bucket and some small spoons. But pay close attention here. You absolutely need sturdy sandals and thick protective gloves. The rocks and oyster shells out on those reefs are as sharp as razor blades, and we want to keep those hands of yours completely safe.
Now, my absolute favorite tool to bring along? A magnifying glass. Seriously, it is a game changer. Why? Because it transforms any ordinary little puddle of standing water into a tiny, fascinating ocean universe right there on the beach. It's like having a live nature classroom in the sand, revealing tiny crabs and little swimming creatures you'd never ever spot with just your bare eyes. It is pure magic.
To round out our packing, make sure you bring plenty of drinking water. I know the cool morning breeze might trick you, but carrying a heavy bucket of clams around the beach is a big workout. And finally, a great tip is to leave a set of clean, dry clothes waiting in the car. Slipping into something warm and dry makes for the absolute coziest ride home after a long morning of exploring.
Well, your magic bag is totally packed. You know exactly which flat beaches and rocky reefs to visit, you know how to play hide and seek with the clams, and spot those crowded mussel neighborhoods. And most importantly, you know the golden rules of safe harvesting and protecting our beautiful ocean environment. Now it's time to grab your gear, step out onto that sparkling sand as the sun comes up, and let the adventure begin. With all this expert knowledge in your hands, what wonderful treasures will you find today?